The Galactic Empire, a tyrannical conglomerate of alien species ruled by the iron-fisted Emperor Vexer, had long viewed humanity as an insignificant pest. Earth, with its teeming billions, was a backwater planet on the fringes of imperial space. But humanity's rapid technological advancements, quantum drives, AI sentinels, and fusion weaponry, had caught the Emperor's eye. They were evolving too quickly, threatening the Empire's monopoly on power. On a fateful day in 2147, the Empire struck. Without warning, Imperial dreadnoughts materialized in Earth's orbit, their cloaks dropping like shadows at dawn. The skies darkened as massive energy beams lanced down, targeting megacities from Tokyo to New York. The attack was not just destruction, it was spectacle. Emperor Vexer broadcast the carnage live across the galaxy, his reptilian visage sneering from every screen. "Behold the fate of upstarts," Vexer hissed, his voice echoing through hacked human networks. 10 billion souls extinguished in the name of imperial order. Let this be a lesson to all who dare challenge the stars. The beams vaporized continents, boiling oceans and cracking the planet's crust. Billions perished in instants. Families in their homes, workers in factories, children in schools. The death toll climbed rapidly. 2 billion, 5 billion, 8 billion. By the time the dreadnoughts withdrew, Earth's population was halved. Survivors huddled in underground bunkers, their world a smoldering ruin. In the orbital station horizon, President Kira Voss watched the horror unfold. Her hands trembled as she gripped the console, tears streaming down her face. They killed them all. On live broadcast, like it was entertainment. Admiral Jax Harlan, commander of Earth's remaining fleet, slammed his fist against the bulkhead. "Those bastards. We'll make them pay. Every last one." Dr. Alara Thorne, lead scientist of the Prometheus Initiative, nodded grimly. "We have the tools. Operation Alien Extinct was designed for this, a total war protocol. But we'll need everything. The Genesis fleet, the Void weapons, all of it." Voss straightened, her voice steel. "Activate it. The Empire thinks they've broken us. They'll learn humanity doesn't break. We evolve." Earth's survivors numbered 5 billion, scattered across shattered colonies on Mars, Luna, and the asteroid belt. The attack had united them in grief and rage. In hidden shipyards, the Genesis fleet, humanity's secret armada, came online. These ships, powered by black hole-derived engines, could warp space itself, allowing instantaneous jumps across light years. Harlan addressed the fleet from the flagship Vengeance. "The Empire slaughtered our kin on a whim. They broadcast it to gloat. Now we broadcast our revenge. Operation Alien Extinct begins today. Phase 1, Infiltrate and Sabotage." Teams of elite operatives, enhanced with neural implants and cloaking suits, were dispatched to Imperial worlds. On Zenthra, the Empire's core shipyard, human saboteurs planted quantum bombs. The detonation chain reacted through the docks, destroying hundreds of dreadnoughts in a blaze visible from space. Vexer, lounging in his opulent throne on the imperial capital of Draken Prime, roared in fury as reports flooded in. "These vermin dare strike back? Deploy the legions. Crush their remnants." But humanity was one step ahead. Dr. Thorne's void weapons, devices that created micro-black holes, were unleashed on Imperial supply lines. Freighters vanished into singularities, starving the Empire's war machine. The broadcasts continued, but now humanity hijacked them. Videos of exploding Imperial assets played across the galaxy, narrated by AI voices. "For the 10 billion. Extinction is coming. Dissension brewed within the Empire. Slave species, long oppressed, saw hope in humanity's defiance." Whispers of rebellion spread through labor camps and mining colonies. On Mars, Voss met with allied leaders from the fringe worlds, species like the nomadic Falari and the silicon-based Quarks, who had suffered under Imperial rule. "Join us," she urged. "Together, we end the tyranny." The Falari chieftain, a feathered avian named Skara, clicked his beak. "Your loss is our loss. We pledge our cloaked hunters." The coalition grew, bolstering humanity's forces with exotic tech, Falari stealth fields, and Quark's energy shields. Phase 2 of Operation Alien Extinct shifted to guerrilla tactics. Human strike teams, dubbed the Phantom Legions, raided Imperial outposts. On the gas giant colony of Vortrex, Phantoms liberated 2 million slaves, arming them with captured weapons. The freed beings turned on their overlords, sparking uprisings that tied down Imperial troops. Admiral Harlan led a daring assault on an Imperial research station, capturing data on Vexer's personal guard, the elite Vorith Knights, cybernetically enhanced warriors impervious to conventional arms. Back on the Vengeance, Thorn analyzed the data. Their implants are linked to a central hive mind. Disrupt that and they fall. She developed the Neural Shredder, a virus that could propagate through the Knights network. Infiltrators uploaded it during a ceremonial parade on Draken Prime. Knights convulsed, their enhancements turning against them, ripping apart from within. Vexer barely escaped the chaos, his palace in flames. The Emperor's broadcasts grew desperate. The humans are barbarians. They seek to unravel the galaxy's order. But the galaxy watched as Imperial worlds burned. Questioning the Empire's invincibility, humanity's losses mounted. A counterattack on Luna claimed 1 million lives, but the survivors fought fiercer. Child soldiers, orphaned by the broadcast massacre, trained in simpods, their eyes burning with vengeance. Voss, addressing the coalition, said, "We've bloodied them, but the heart remains." Phase 3, Assault the Core. The Genesis fleet assembled in the void beyond Imperial borders. 1,000 ships, augmented by coalition allies. Harlan's strategy, a multi-pronged invasion. Falari hunters would cloak the fleet's approach, while Quark's shields absorbed initial fire. The Battle of the Nebula Veil marked the invasion's start. Imperial sentries detected the fleet too late. Void weapons punched holes in their lines, swallowing cruisers whole. Human fighters, nimble and AI-piloted, danced through the debris, lasers carving through hulls. Vexer mobilized his reserves, but sabotage had weakened them. On the bridge of his command ship, the Eternal Dominion, he snarled, "Unleash the planet killers!" Massive weapons platforms targeted human advance forces, but Thorn's countermeasures jammed their targeting. Phantoms boarded the platforms, turning the weapons inward. Explosions lit the nebula like new stars. The coalition pressed on, liberating world after world. On each, they found evidence of Imperial atrocities. Mass graves, experimentation labs, broadcast archives of executions. The discoveries fueled their rage. A pivotal clash occurred at the fortress world of Ironclad. Imperial legions, 50 million strong, defended it. Harlan landed ground troops, enhanced Marines in power armor. Street by street, they fought, void grenades creating black hole pits that devoured enemy ranks. Skara's Falari assassins took out command centers, while Quark's engineers breached shields. After weeks of brutal combat, Ironclad fell. The victory broadcast showed human flags rising over Imperial spires. For the 10 billion, the end draws near. Vexer, retreating to Draken Prime, executed advisors in fits of paranoia. "How can these primitives defy us?" he raged. Phase 4, the final push. The Genesis fleet warped to Draken Prime, the Imperial capital, a fortified planet ringed by defense stations. Billions of Imperial citizens watched in terror as the invaders arrived. The orbital battle was cataclysmic. Vengeance traded blows with the Eternal Dominion, its black hole engines warping space to dodge planet killer beams. Coalition ships swarmed, overwhelming defenses. On the surface, Phantoms infiltrated the palace. Voss led a personal team, her presidential suit replaced by combat gear. "This ends with Vexer," she vowed. They fought through Vorith Knights, the Neural Shredder clearing paths. In the throne room, Vexer awaited, his form augmented with Imperial tech, tentacles whipping, energy blades gleaming. "You dare challenge me, human?" he bellowed. Voss raised her rifle. For 10 billion souls. The duel was fierce. Vexer's blades clashed against Voss's energy shield, sparks flying. Thorn's virus weakened him, but he fought on. Harlan arrived with reinforcements, turning the tide. A void grenade at Vexer's feet created a singularity, pulling him in. His screams echoed as he was crushed. With Vexer dead, the empire crumbled. Legions surrendered, slave species rose up. The coalition declared victory, broadcasting the emperor's fall. The galactic empire is extinct. Humanity endures. In the aftermath, humanity led the formation of the Stellar Alliance, a federation of free worlds. Draken Prime became a memorial, its palaces turned into museums of imperial horrors. Voss, now Alliance Chancellor, addressed the galaxy. We lost 10 billion, but gained a future. Operation Alien Extinct wasn't just revenge. It was liberation. Thorn's tech rebuilt shattered worlds, while Harlan's fleet patrolled for remnants. The orphans of Earth grew into leaders, their scars badges of resilience. The galaxy, once under tyranny, flourished. Humanity, from pests to saviors, explored new frontiers, their spirit unbroken. And in the stars, the broadcast of hope played on, "Remember the 10 billion. Never again." Years passed, and the Stellar Alliance grew into a beacon of progress. Earth's remnants terraformed new homes, like the verdant world of Nova Terra, where memorials to the 10 billion dotted the landscapes. Children learned of the broadcast not as defeat, but as the spark of humanity's greatest triumph. Admiral Harlan, retired to a quiet colony, mentored young pilots. "War isn't glory," he'd say. "It's necessity. We fought so you wouldn't have to." Dr. Thorne pioneered peace tech, empathy networks linking species' minds, fostering understanding. Extinction was the Empire's fate, she reflected. Ours is coexistence. Chancellor Voss traveled the Alliance, forging bonds. On a visit to Filari space, Skara honored her. "Your fire saved us all." Yet shadows lingered. Imperial loyalists formed pirate bands, raiding fringes. The Vengeance, now a museum ship, was reactivated for hunts. Phantoms, evolved into guardians, ensured no empire rose again. In quiet moments, Voss watched old broadcasts, the horror, the revenge, the rebirth. "We extinct the aliens' tyranny," she whispered. "And from ashes we rose." The galaxy, vast and vibrant, echoed with humanity's legacy. Survivors, liberators, eternal.